On the internet right now, a lot of men are complaining about modern women only wanting men who are 6 feet tall, drive a sports car, and have tons of money. I'm not sure where these men are because personally, I've never dated a man who's super rich and drives a sports car, and I don't know any women who have. Most women are dating regular men, but still not finding fulfilling, stable relationships. It doesn't help that on TikTok and Instagram, female influencers encourage women to date 666 men, 6 figures, 6 feet, and a 6-pack. These influencers push women towards unrealistic expectations, telling them to find men who will give them the world, while the women themselves put in very little effort. But these influencers don't represent the average modern woman. Many of them live high-paced lifestyles, make a lot of money themselves, and appear airbrushed and polished all the time. My name is Zarina Matcha, and you're watching The Rational Female. If you enjoy my content, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. I actually want to pose a different angle. Perhaps many modern women's standards are currently too low. Most modern women are not getting satisfaction, stability, or long-term commitment from relationships. Could this be tied to women accepting the bare minimum from men rather than expecting genuine commitment? The sexual revolution meant women lost a major source of leverage. Sex used to be one area where women held power in relationships, for better or worse. Now, many women feel pressure to become sexual with men very quickly, often without commitment, and that changes the dynamic. Liberal feminism spent decades telling women that promiscuity is empowering and marriage isn't necessary. The reality is that very few modern men are willing to date a woman long-term without sex early on, and why would they be? That same woman probably had sex the previous week with another guy. As a result, many women now find themselves in subpar relationships, situationships, or undefined arrangements. They hope for commitment, but don't get it. Many women are not treated particularly well by the men that they date, yet they still accept these situations because they feel that this is how modern dating works. If women return to a standard where sex requires some level of courtship and commitment, it might lead to more stable relationships and longer-lasting marriages. The old idea of waiting until marriage for sex wasn't about repression. It was about protection and stability. Of course, men and women should be held to the same standard. It's not right to tell women to wait for marriage, but not tell men to do the same. Both men and women should be waiting until marriage if that is the standard. Perhaps those standards were there to ensure romantic stability and commitment between partners. I'm not saying that everyone should return to waiting until marriage. But if women waited for real commitment before becoming sexual, they might start filtering out men who are not serious. It becomes a way of communicating clearly what you want rather than getting pulled into something casual that you maybe don't want. Now, some women watching this might be thinking, but I want sex too. I do understand that perspective, and I have been there myself. But if you're sleeping with a man you want a serious relationship with, and the relationship isn't actually going anywhere, then you're the one losing out in the long run. The modern expectation of sex early on didn't appear by accident. Birth control allowed women to have sex without the risk of pregnancy, and the culture shifted quickly. But instead of liberating women, it created a dating market where men expect sex quickly while offering less commitment in return. In the Western Christian era, sex was viewed as private. Women were expected to be modest and chaste, while men were expected to show chivalry and honor. Of course, religion brought its own problems, and I myself am an atheist, but I can see how for a long time, religion kept society stable. Today, sex is everywhere in culture. I believe in artistic freedom and expression, and I don't have an issue with sex appearing in storytelling or film. There is a time and a place for this, and people can choose whether or not they want to read or watch something that contains sexual content. But pornography is different. It is extremely accessible online and has shaped how many men view women, while also contributing to addiction for many users. I'm not entirely sure what my view is on porn, and will probably make a future video discussing this. I don't think that porn should be banned because then we may as well ban smoking and alcohol, but I do like the idea of ethical porn, which ironically is sometimes called feminist porn, but that opens a whole another kind of worms. Pop culture also features high-profile artists like Beyonce and Cardi B presenting highly sexualized images. That environment can subtly encourage women to feel that they must become more sexual to compete in the modern dating market. I'm not sure we need to see singers flaunting sexuality in such an overt way and have it marketed as empowerment. When it comes to long-term romantic stability, most men are looking for good values, compatibility, kindness, emotional maturity, and peace. Ultimately, women who want a good man need to cultivate those same qualities. Healthy people attract other healthy people.